We've got the still MS211 hard starting. This is a friend of mine's. It runs, but it's not running good. So we're gonna check it out. I've already drained the fuel out of it. And stick around. We're gonna go through some of the things to tune one of these little things up pretty quick. It's not that big of a deal. So we'll get right into this and pop this cover off. Little snap cover, it's pretty convenient. Alright, so here we are, pretty dirty. I'm not going to go through and clean the whole thing right now. Normally I would basically just spray all this stuff out. I usually use carb cleaner or something like that and scrape everything out. But today we've got a few cells to work on, and I just figured we'd make a quick video on this one. I've never worked on one of these particular models before, but it looks pretty simple. So let's just start with this plug. Alright. Got a 16 out here. Looks like it'll fit. Not too bad. Definitely seen worse. Let's go ahead and open this kit up. It's a little sales service kit. Looks like it comes with the filter. Looks like it's got a plug. CMR6H. Just clean this area up a little bit. Guess I could gap it, but I'm guessing it's pretty close from the factory. Technically, you probably want to gap it. I think we're going to be alright though, so I'm going to go ahead and just throw it in. Started a couple threads before you put a wrench on it. That's what I always do. Soft threads in the head. And then I guess you really don't want to over tighten this, but you want to tighten it enough to where it transfers some heat out of the head into the plug. At least that's what I've heard. So I'm just going to snug this down and kind of just feel that washer bite down in there. Can always come back and tighten it again a little later. Usually hold for 3 seconds to let the torque catch up. Alright, so that's our plug. Snap that back in. Next we've got this air cleaner. I'm just guessing this pops up out of here. Let's give this a little wipe down around the area so nothing falls in. Looks like we've got a couple tabs right here. A couple clips. Oh, actually it goes like this. Alright, so they're built in. Slides up out of there. So this was really hard starting. I'm sure this didn't help. I mean, any two-stroke, a plug always helps. But let's just go through this at a minimum. A lot of times what I'll do is I'll take these side covers off, and basically where all these fins are, I'll clean all these areas out. I'll go through the cylinder and the head and clean any fins off so it's got some good circulation through there so it can cool. Let's kind of look over anything in here. I mean, it's not the greatest, but choke closed. Like I said, definitely could use a little cleaning later, but we're just going to go ahead and just kind of do a quick run through right now. So let's just get ready to snap that back in. Alright, 2 good snaps, that looks like that's good. And then we've got this fuel filter. So I think these 3 things is a basic kit. You know, your spark, your intake, and your fuel. If anything else is running, you know, good on your saw, these things can make a big difference on the way they run. I mean, if you're definitely not getting the proper amount of fuel, that's going to make a difference. If this is clogged, this is definitely going to make a difference. That air filter is going to make a huge difference. So we've got this little line here. Looks, you know, pretty much like a match. So I'm just going to see if I can get this off of here without destroying it. All right. All right, so let's put that back in. And I think that's looking good. Some fresh gas mixed. That's another thing I want to talk about is gas. They run 50 to 1, and I see a lot of burnt up saws. I've been running saws for my entire life, and I run them the same way I ride my motorcycles. They're about 32 to 1. And really, it can be argued that's too rich, but you know, the oil is the only thing that's saving your motor on a two-stroke, and can run as much as you want until that plug really fouls out. Some people say it'll cause rings sticking and everything else, but I've actually never seen that. Just a big sloppy mess with a bunch of black stuff, oil spraying around all over until you foul a plug. But basically I run 32 to 1, and my saws have lasted a really long time. This isn't my saw, but I just put 32 to 1 in there. And unless you're fouling a plug, it's, you know, you're all right. In the summertime, these get really hot. And just by nature, I just think more oil will help, so I add more. All right, so we're just gonna give this thing a, see if this thing fires up. This is still, so choke. Starving out on the top end a little bit. Like I said, I've never run this saw before, and I wasn't going to do a tuning episode, but for future reference, if you've never tuned your saw, you've got your low and high and your idle adjustment right there. And one day I'm gonna make a video showing how I tune these in. I actually do it while they're running in a log. And what I do is I'll run it full throttle while it's in the log, and I'll tune the high adjustment. It's kind of like how you tune a motorcycle when it's main jet. When you're out wide open, that's where you get your reading. And right off, your throttle response would be the low one. So if you have a saw and it's not really running that good, a good way to do that is to just basically turn this low one, and you'll turn it in and it'll start to die. Turn it out and it'll kind of run like a high idle, and then kind of back it off where it wants to die, and then open it up a little bit. That pretty much is that spot, so it'll run good. And then on the high, if you're getting that blurble where it's just not feeding enough, open it up a little bit, and it'll add some more gas in there on the high part of the jetting, and it should clean out and rev a little higher. So anyway, that's the tune-up for the day. If you're losing power, your saw's not starting good, basically it could be a combination of your spark plug, your air filter, and your fuel filter. So definitely start with those 3 easy things, and if you're still not running right, go ahead and give these a little adjustment. And if that doesn't get you in the game, then you might be looking at an issue with your spark or bad fuel or compression or something else. But typically these 3 things will make your saw run better and start up easier and perform better. So hope you found the video useful. Alright, so we're back. Got my tuning screwdriver. So without this being on a log, we're going to go over how to tune this thing in today and what these low and high idle screws do. So basically somewhere in here, you've got some screws in there tuning these little jets in here. And it usually doesn't take a lot to find out. So if you're having some problems, you may need to mess around with these adjustments just a little bit in here. Like I said, they're tiny little screws. So you've got to basically look inside of there and make sure you're right on the head of that screw when you tighten it up. So this one was gurgling out and bogging, as we just saw a second ago. So we're just going to kind of go through this and see what our throttle response does every time we make a small twist. This can take you a minute, but it's definitely worth it to get your snappiness on your throttle and your good startups. So if you ever do this later, you know, it's kind of dangerous, but the way I do it is I stick this in the log and I actually hold it full throttle, and when it's full throttle, I'll tune the high one in. This might be difficult to do while I'm filming this, but in this situation, I might be off camera just for a second, but stick around, you're going to hear the results. What I'm going to have to do is actually hold this full throttle and kind of like hang it down and actually tune it while I'm running it. So actually maybe just change this a little bit. See if we can, oh, that might work. It's actually a good view for both of these. All right, so let's fire it up and we'll start with the idle. So that was a little bit of the low adjustment. It probably won't come as clean until we do the high. So now let's do the high. And I usually like to run the idle just below where it would want to spin the chain. So let's just fire this up again and see how this goes. Guys, so that's, I'm gonna call that tuned in good enough. When I get out in the field and I actually throw it in a log, it may give me a slightly different reading when I do the high. But you saw that we can mess around with the low within a quarter turn or a half turn in either direction and kind of see how that bogs out. But don't consider that your final until you actually do the high, because they're actually mixed in together when the trigger's pulled as it goes from low to high. It kind of mixes both of them in through the little jetting in there. So that's all starts up. Saw starts up first pull now. It's got the new spark plug in it, new air filter, fuel filter. I took just a slight little tuning, but don't be disappointed when you throw in your air filter and your spark plug and your fuel filter and it still runs like crap. So you're going to want a little teeny screwdriver like this. They usually have them at the saw shop, just a tiny one with a small head. And go ahead and throw all your stuff in there. And then tune it to your new air filter, and tune it to your plug, and tune it to your fuel filter, and get it running really good the way it is right now. And then if it starts losing performance, then you'll know what you need to do in terms of making it run better. It might be time to replace the air filter. It might be time to do the plug and the filter again, or the fuel filter. And if you do all those and it's still not running well, go ahead and give yourself a little tuning here. So in case you've never tuned a saw before, this is basically how I do it. And it's worked really good over the years for me. So hopefully you find it helpful too. And if you do, go ahead and like the video and subscribe for more videos coming up in the future. We always try to do something that's helpful and will make your life easier. So thanks for watching.